on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Anthony Simons.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brown, and it's Queta in at the 5 down low. And looking at the Nets, guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now?
Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Up top, Claxton. It's Porter atop the key. Out the basket. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Outside, White. Now here's Brown. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Now Pritchard. We saw him with 10 points last game. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That's the Demon. Here's Claxton. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now Pritchard. Pass to Brown. There's a good screen. And the 3 off target.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Here's Brown. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Here's Demon. He's covered by Pritchard. Takes a step back. And Thomas, here we go. White with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Claxton with the steal. Porter in the corner. Fires for 3. Rebound Boston. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pritchard passes to Queta. Brown against Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 4. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Now here's Porter. Bucket is good. Porter's got 8 points.
He's making an impact at the line, 4 for 5 already.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Walsh. Still scoreless. Brown the pass to Walsh. Now Pritchard. From deep three-point land. Boston, no good that time either. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton the pass to Porter. Inside. And finished off by Porter.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. And you look at Demon, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
White looking around. Pass to Queta. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Queta. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Brooklyn leading by 9. Outside Thomas. Here's the screen. Pass to Clowney. And here is Thomas. White covering. Count it. Thomas got 5 now.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Brown. Here's Pritchard. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Queta, the pass to Brown. A second chance effort. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Jaylen Brown with 1 shot.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nic Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
Good on both. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Demon. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Porter in the corner. There's the triple. And it's Demon missing. Celtics trail by 7. Hauser the pass to White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. That's to Demon. There's Porter with the 3. Boston grabs the miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Pritchard. Down low. Thomas is on him. Brown outside. It's hauled in by Thomas.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Down low. Here's Demon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Kevin, back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Let's see those moves.
Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Off comes in for Demon.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets leading by 4. Here's Saroff. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. From deep, Thomas connects from three-point range. Thomas got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Garza. Claxton with the steal. Here's Porter. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. Here's Garza. Claxton covering. Here's Garza. He has yet to score. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Simons. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bounce pass, Thomas.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 11. Here's Shireman. Thomas covering. Pass to Simons. Takes it inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And checking out some numbers from Michael Porter Jr.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Pass to Wolf. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Here's Saroff. Sharp on the wing. Back to man. To the paint. Here's Wolf. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Celtics trail by 13. Simons surveying the D. To the wing right side. Pritchard with the ball. Still without a basket. To end the cold streak. The rebound by Sharp.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Here's the screen. Pass to Wolf. Here's Saroff. And it's blocked. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Hauser. Oh, he got it to go.
Now that's how you end the quarter.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Peyton Pritchard. Also, Anthony Simons out there. And it's Gonzalez in at the small forward position. Fires of the pass to Pritchard. To the inside, Hauser. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Hauser's got his third basket of the night right there. Brooklyn leading by 8. And here is Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. Here's Saraf, and he jams it with authority.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Celtics shooting 43% for the game. They set the pick, and he drives in. That one good for 2. Pritchard's got his first points in this one. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Here's Williams after the basket by Boston. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Nets lead by 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Outside Williams. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Clock at 6. Pass to man. Here's Wolf. Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. Third spot, the Celtics.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So for the Nets, Bonnie's checked in, and Porter subbed in for Terrence Mann.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Williams. And Williams drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pritchard with the screen on Williams. Three-pointer, Simon. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
There's the pick. Bounce pass from Williams. And he lays it straight in. 6 points for Williams.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now Pritchard. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Deming. 9-point game. Williams for 3. They grab their own miss. Porter outside. That one no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Simons the pass to Gonzalez. Here's Garza, defended by Sharp. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hauser misses. Nets leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Clowney. Hauser defending. Clowney good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Nets, Nic Claxton comes in for Sharp. Man subbed in for Zaire Williams. The Celtics also changing it up. Einad's checked in, and it's Brown in for Gonzalez. The kick out to Simons. Misses the wing J.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Back to man. Outside Porter from past the arc. Can't hit that one.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Brown, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Here's Demon. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Indiana.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Here's Minot. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Brown doesn't hold the ball. He moves it quick. This is about team scoring, not himself.
Here's Demon. Pass to man. Here's Demon. He's covered by Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the wing, man. Covered by Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Simons.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and
shots.
scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And when players get into a little extracurricular conversation with opponents, RJ, do you think officials are a little too quick to hit them with a double T?
No, that's just officials trying to get control of the game, giving both players a warning. That's all a tough technical is a warning, because we don't have both players have been warned. We have both players have technicals.
Brown against Porter. Brown the pass to Queta. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. First team.
First trip to the line for him here.
Neemias Queta. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Nets leading by 10. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys, back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 11. Brown outside. And Brown throws it down hard.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside, Porter. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. Pass to Demon. 4 on the shot clock. Over Pritchard. And the shot falls short this time. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 9-point game. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. That one falls for White. When you think about Derrick White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derrick makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
To get excited and get loud, here they are, team fight. To get excited and get loud, here they are, team fight.
And with the moment, let's check out the stats for Cam Thomas. His last 10 games, putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Demon. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas. The shot off that time. White with the defensive effort. Now Brown shoots the 3. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Outside Thomas. Jacks up a 3. And Boston with the rebound. Queta's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Porter finds Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Celtics trail by 5. Pritchard with the ball. White, good. White's got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Pass to Demon. There's Porter with the 3. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside White. He nails it, and we're tied up. He's got 11.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Demon. Claxton the pass to Porter. Back to Claxton. And it's blocked. Dives for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Boston making a switch here. Simons is checked in. And the Celtics with possession here. Brown the pass to Queta. Outside, Simon. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Nets trail by 3. Outside, Thomas. Here's Demon. Outside, Thomas. Shot clock at 6. They need this. The rebound by the Celtics.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
And Brown is a talented scorer who also excels at drawing fouls.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
No good on the free throw.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
And the second free throw, good.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
Here's Claxton. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. White against Thomas. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Walsh.
He has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
.137 left to play in the first half. Queta's shot is off. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Clowney. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. They need this one.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And the slam dunk by Simon.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Pass to Clowney. Now Porter. It's Thomas on the wing. No good on that one. White with the defensive effort.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
And it's Brown missing. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 6. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Thomas. Blocked again. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great points when they were making tough shots and they went on a run. Thought we played well, we executed, and then once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot drum. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
Limiting turnovers has helped. Give their ball handlers props. They've been smart with the decision-making.
They're certainly running the offense well. You know the coaching staff loves to see this. All right, next up, we've got some potential competitors in this year's three-point contest for you.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop. They pile it on. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Pritchard with the ball. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Pritchard. No good from outside. Here's Claxton. Here's Porter. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Celtics leading by 4. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Brown inside the line. They get it back. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray. White's got 14 points.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Demon. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Now Pritchard. Brown outside. Pass to Walsh. Brown against Porter. 6 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Nets trail by 8. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Clowney. Inside. Here's Claxton. The rebound by the Celtics. Queta's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Porter against Brown. Now here's White. 5 on the clock. Over Thomas. And it's White missing.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Pass to Clowney. And here is Thomas. Here's Demon. To the paint. Here's Clowney.
Celtics foul. Neemias Queta. First personal foul. First team foul.
The Nets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Out to White. Claxton with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Clowney. And he dunks it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Boston with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Brown. Out to White. 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, it's not just point guards that can pass the rock. Here are the assist leaders among shooting guards over the span of the last month. 4th, Derrick White.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
To Demon. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pritchard passes to Brown. Now White. He's guarded by Thomas. Brown against Porter. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Michael Porter. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 23 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Knocked loose. Here's Clowney. He has 7. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. The lead is 2. Here's White. The shot's good. White's got 16.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Thomas. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. They're holding out a second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Brooklyn just way behind.
And I think for Boston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brown. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. And stolen by White. Here's Brown. The rebound by the Nets. Porter's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Knocks it loose.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Pritchard with the ball. And here's Brown. Pass to White. And White slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Nets trail by 6. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Here's Demon. He's covered by Pritchard. Outside, Porter launches it. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 6. The kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nets passing it around. Thomas a screen. Down low. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Pritchard's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Nets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Clowney, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's White. 18 points for him. They get the rebound. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in. Queta's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Clowney. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Porter against Brown. White, a screen on Porter. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Porter. Here's Walsh. A rebound by the Nets. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Claxton. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Celtics leading by 9. Outside, White. Brown feeling out a bit. Shot clock at 5. High post try. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Porter. Here's Clowney. Good. Clowney's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Brown outside. Here's Walsh. Scoreless thus far. Here's White on the money from 12 feet away. And the Celtics lead by 9. The Nets have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Pass to Thomas. Here's Demon, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Here to our show, your Brooklyn Nets.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Pass to White. White slams it in.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Here's Williams after the basket by Boston. Here's Saraf. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Simon from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket. And to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And the basket by Hauser.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
There's a minute left in the third. Pass to Saraf. Thomas, a screen on Simon. Here's Saraf, covered by Simon. Clock at 6. There's a screen to the inside. And he slams it one-handed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's White after the basket by Brooklyn. Gonzalez, that's good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Sharp. Sharp with a screen on White. Here's Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
With 2 shots.
That's good from Thomas.
You love the readiness of Cam Thomas. Whatever his team needs, whenever they need it, he is prepared to deliver.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Now, here's Simon. Launches from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so, it's the Boston Celtics in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Saroff. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Sean.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Sharp sets the pick for Williams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Simon. Hits it from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Outside Porter for the 3. Hits the three-point foul.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Celtics leading by 5. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Simon. Not a lot of room, and the shot goes in.
Oh, gritty inside. Simon's amongst the big bodies.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now, here's Sean. Pass to man. And stolen by Simon. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pritchard gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Boston lead.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Here's Saroff. And here's Sharp. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Right side, Simon. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the Utah matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Nic Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams' shot is off.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Pass to Hauser. On the wing, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hauser, guarded by Porter. Three-pointer, Simon. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Here's Saroff. Pass to man. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now Pritchard. Here's Garza. Claxton covering. Garza the pass to Simons. Stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Mann.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pritchard with the screen on Williams. And here's Brown outside. No good on the shot.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pritchard with the ball. Hyman's on the wing. Three-pointer. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Man, lots of confidence on that 3 from Simons.
Clearly a foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Michael Porter Jr. At the line, 2 times.
And the first one drops.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Clowney's checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Terrence Mann. Both shots good from the stripe.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Brown against Porter. Brown outside. Over Porter. Here's Garza. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Porter. Here's Demon. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Boston. Hauser's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Off target from 3-point range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Simons against Thomas. Looking to end its cold spell. Garza pulls it in. Garza's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Hyman's on the wing. Softly drops in the floater. And that's now 18 points for Anthony Simons. Here's Demon. Pass to Porter. Now Claxton. Back to Porter. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Porter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Here's Simons. Michael Porter making his last shot. Over Thomas. And it's Simons missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Well,
They left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. Michael Porter making his last shot. The shot's good from Simons. Simons has got 20.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Demon. Pass to Porter. It's Thomas on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Celtics. And here is finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo! And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Demon. Pass to Clowney. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Boston making a switch here. Celtics leading by 5. Now Pritchard. Outside White. Drills it from outside. He's got 25.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Pass to Porter. Claxton with it. And it's denied. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
White against Thomas. 5 on the clock. Shoots over White. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to Queta. Now here's Brown. Over Porter. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
It's Claxton high post. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Demon. He's covered by Pritchard. Inside, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Queta. Outside Brown. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. Jumper is off. Nets trail by 8. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Well, Brown watches the ball closely, and that allows him to find that opening to get the steal.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. Now Porter. Here's Demon.
Blocking foul. Neemias Queta. Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Thomas surveying the D.
One to miss the play.
And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Claxton, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Celtics leading by 10. Brown outside. Porter pulls it down. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Claxton. Oh, what a finish.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Brown, right side. Now Pritchard. Outside, White. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Trying again. And it misses.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pritchard. White outside. Here's Brown. And they double up Brown. Oh, one dunk after another.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Brooklyn with the ball.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And so it's Boston with it. 8-point game. Here's Walsh. So we see Boston get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Derrick White.